We are going to see now three tables which are very, very important ones, also very significant one, and clearly explains why Israel, the land of Israel, belongs to the Jews, according to the Torah. So let us start stage by stage. Now the first thing is very important to point out that what you are going to see it appears in the book Genesis and also in one chapter. In fact, one chapter, yes, 17, you can see Yud 17, and a few verses from verse 6 till verse 21. And verse 1 reading this, because all what you see here is in these verses, in this part of the Torah. So what you have here, once in the Torah, the quarrel over Jerusalem. By the way, from letter to letter you have 70 letters. 71, it means the 71th letter. Now 70 names to Jerusalem. This is the Medrash says, the Medrash which says in Vayikra, there are 70 names to Jerusalem, each one having another aspect of this city. So here is Riv, the quarrel of Jerusalem. You know quite well, this is a quarrel up to today. So what we have here, as I said, the most interesting is that these verses speaks about the circumcision of Abraham, and God tells Abraham, "Et briti tishmor ata bezracha," my covenant you should keep, you and your descendants. And then the verses here are interesting ones, because these are the verses that God definitely told Abraham about the covenant, circumcision, promised about the land that he will get. So Abraham said to God, "Lo Ishmael, let Ishmael will live in front of you." So God said to him, answered, "ISRAEL-ISHMAEL," yeah, I listened to it. But at Briti, my covenant, my promise, Akim, I will establish with Isaac. And the year which comes here is Tafshin Kavav, which is the eve of the Six-Day War, which, you know, 1967. And this was Tafshin Kavav, because the year was Tafshin Kavzaim, when the war itself. But the eve and the preparation was in 5726, and exactly it comes here minimum, with the promise of God to Abraham, even though I listened to Ishmael, as you asked for, but the end will be that I will keep my covenant with Isaac and his descendants. Amazing. Then we see here the same place, also my covenant, you should read Yerushalayim, the same places, but here you have minimal in the Old Torah, Teshuvah lakel, repenting or returning to God. And the word kel comes, the word kel in the name Ishmael. Amazing. Now, there is a famous rabbi called Rabbi Eliezer, more than 2,000 years ago, which says that why Ishmael, which means Ishma kel, that God will listen, is in future tense. It should be in the past, because he was called Ishmael because God listened to his prayers. So he says something 2,000 years ago, unbelievable. He says that the Arabs will do so many troubles to Jews, murdering, killing, everything that Jews will have to pray, to shout to God, and God will listen to their voice, to their prayers. Amazingly, this was called Ishmael. Amazingly, this is what is written here, Teshuvah lakel, that through Ishmael, through the Arabs, Israel will have to repent, and to repent, come back to return to God. And then, as the promise is, that God will keep the covenant, definitely, what is written here. Then, another interesting and significant table, and also relevant. We know quite well, yeah, Israel speaks all the time, especially, you know, those, the right wing says, the full land, the complete land of Israel, Eretz ISRAEL-ISHMAEL, this is ours. Yeah, shouldn't give anything to the Arabs. Eretz Israel, the land of Israel, appearing in, with minimum the Torah, Ashlema, the full one, complete one. And amazing with the verses really said, Ki tavo el haaretz mashvatechem, you will come to the land of settlements, asher ani noten lachem, shen I give to you, not Trump, and not the United Nations, definitely. God gives. And then there are conditions here. If you want the full land, you have to be holy to God, to keep Sabbath, which is the most important holiday, And other important laws, men and women, because unfortunately we see today exactly our leaders, from the parties, really want to designate the Shabbos, no holiness of Shabbos. They want civil marriage and many other things which are against the Torah. So no, with such a condition, it's no surprise that Trump already had a problem how to divide the land. Definitely not to give the Israel the full land. Already the Gebel is some parts. So amazingly comes here, who really, if you repent and we keep the Torah, what will be then Ephraim, the Messiah, the son of Joseph, son, will come and will really help us to get the full land. Lo Ishmael, amazing, the Torah said Lo Ishmael, not Ishmael, because we know quite well that is a famous Zohar, Kabalah, which says that the angel of Ishmael in heaven said to God, you said clearly in the Torah, Et Briti Tishmor, Ata Zaracha, if you keep my covenant circumcision, you will get the land, and we also circumcised, the Arabs also circumcised. So God answered to them, to the angel, all this is a Zohar in Kabalah, one can see it. He said, yeah, you are right, you will get Israel, the land of Israel, but when it is empty, when Jews will not be there, but when Jews will come back, we will have to give it back to them. Now the reason is, God said, the angel said, why? So God said to him, because the Jewish circumcision is full one, to do with more than only cutting, It is also taking blood, also the foreskin. There is quite other thing which the Arabs are not doing. So therefore, their circumcision is dry. Therefore, they will get Israel when it is dry. But when Jews will come back, keep the mitzvot properly, then we will have to give it back to them. Amazingly, I saw, when I was in Amsterdam, there are very old books there, I saw a book which said that if you take the numerical value of ISRAEL-ISHMAEL, that God said to the angel, he said to Abraham, I listen to you, as God really said to Abraham, because this is what he asked for, Ishmael Lefanecha. But if you take the numerical value of those words, ISRAEL-ISHMAEL, in fact about it in my book, Time for Redemption, it comes to the number of years from the time that the Arabs conquered Jerusalem, it was 638, and up till 1967. You can see, as I think that the Gematria come to the 1,300 and something, I don't remember, which is exactly the years from the 638 that the Arab constitution up till the Sixth Day War, when Jerusalem came back, the whole land supposed to come back if Israel will keep the Torah. Also, I think there is a Zohar which says that the Arabs will have control over Israel for 1,300 years, because 13, because they keep the circumcision when they are 13 years old. So also, when you take this 1,300 years from the time they conquer Jerusalem, also will come around this area. So it's very interesting that all those tables, really, if Jews will believe in the Torah, they will not have to apologize that they are not conquerors, And all the world says they are conquerors. They took the land from the Arabs. So Jews really will keep the Torah, and we see what is written there. This is in Genesis 17. Then they will understand and realize that only keeping the Torah will give him the full land. And all this apologize and so on will not help much. So important and significant table for our time.